So today I will make a comprehensive video report about the Rule 112 in relation to the Department Circular 015 and 020. Somehow, as to the introduction of the general framework for carrying out the preliminary investigation in the Philippines provided in the Rule 112 of the Rules of Court, which is applicable everywhere. So in Rule 112, it is the general rule, while the Department Circular 020 and 015 are the specific Department of Justice guidelines that focuses the modified version of the preliminary investigation and inquest proceedings, and making sure that the cases arises from the warrantless arrest are handled efficiently, fairly, and consistently with the Department of Justice as provided by the Department of Circular 020. Conversely, as the Department of Justice produced the Department Circular 015 and 020 as a more detailed guideline for the prosecutors to utilize internally. But it somehow in Rule 112 establishes the general um, legal requirements, whereas the Department Circular 015 puts these requirements into practice by providing specific guidelines on deadlines like filing processes and the prosecutor's duties. So in Department Circular 015, hereby it guarantees that the Rule 112 is applied consistently and practically throughout the Department of Justice system. However, the procedures in terms of the Rule 112 in relation to the Department Circular 015 are similar for the institution of criminal action to the filing of information. But the difference there is that the uh, imposable penalty in conducting a preliminary investigation was modified, even the establishing of the quantum of evidence. Whereas in Rule 112, the imposable penalty of conducting a preliminary investigation is 4 years, 2 months, and 1 day. But meanwhile, the Department Circular uh, 15 changed at the um, 6 years and 1 day. Additionally, in Rule 112, it does not stated the application of virtual hearing or virtual conducting preliminary investigation. However, in DC Department Circular 015, it stated that the application of virtual preliminary investigation through electronic filing of affidavits and online submission of evidence are applicable. And additionally, in establishing a quantum of evidence and quantum of proof, it must be determined the prima facie with a reasonable certainty of conviction as provided in this Department Circular 015 and 020. But in the old rules of the Rule 112 in the preliminary investigation, it states that the it needs a probable it needs a probable cause to determine in the in conducting a preliminary investigation. Now, moreover, in the Department Circular 020, if the arrested if the arrest is lawful, the prosecutor considers the facts to determine whether there is prima facie case with reasonable certainty of conviction, while making sure that the accused rights, such as the right to counsel, or upheld. However, these cases are applied in the heinous crimes, but it is not limited um, to treason, qualified bribery, piracy, infanticide, robbery, kidnapping, murder, arson, rape, piracy, parricide, and under the piracy and parricide um, under the Department Circular 020. So in Department Circular 020, it implies that warrantless arrest, which the prosecutor will handle the arrested person. So in following assessment, the Rule 112 in relation to the um, Department Circular 020, the prosecutor may decide to transfer the case for routine preliminary investigation if more evidence is required. Order the suspects release if the arrest for evidence is insufficient, or file an information in court if probable cause is proven, or the prima facie case with reasonable certainty of conviction is proven.